Alright people, so since the first video was so popular, 10 reasons why Stalin, Mao, Obama. Jeez, I got Obama's name there mixed up with some of the worst rulers of all time there. But 10 reasons, another 10 reasons why Obama sucks. First video was pretty popular, so I decided I would do another one on why 10 more reasons, and these are completely, I think they're completely different, maybe like one's the same, but 10 more reasons right here, spread the word about Obama. He's obviously a criminal, and he should be fucking impeached, but here we go. Number one, he funds terrorists. I've covered this a lot on my channel, how he funds a terrorist. They fund the so-called moderates, and the moderates are actually ISIS or Al-Qaeda. And he always, they would call them ISIS, like ISIL, ISIS, IS. They're calling them all these different names to just confuse everybody. I see people like, oh, what's the difference? What's ISIS? What's ISIS? They don't even know. It's basically, all you gotta know is it's basically, the basic is this. It's basically Al-Qaeda in Iraq. It's sort of like a branch off Al-Qaeda. They're just more radical than Al-Qaeda. But all you gotta know is the basic is we fund them, and our allies also fund them. That's in mainstream news, by the way, too, people. Number two, he's on the Disney Channel. I saw a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I don't know, Michelle Obama on the Disney Channel. Being this nice, cute girl, oh yeah, I'm so nice, forcing people what to eat, yeah, like Michelle, like she's forcing people to eat certain, she wants to force people to be healthy. That's fucking ridiculous. If you want to be fat, I don't advise people to be fat, and I encourage people to lose weight if they are overweight, but if somebody wants to be fat, that's their choice. You cannot commit a crime against yourself, like doing drugs, drinking alcohol, eating unhealthy. That's a crime against yourself, a so-called crime. That's something against yourself. You cannot commit a crime against yourself. So she's on the Disney Channel, oh yeah, all nice, and then a few weeks later I see a guy dressed up as Obama. Not Obama himself, I made a video about it, put it on YouTube, on the Disney Channel, with a cute little puppy. Oh, how cute. Brainwashing your little children thinking the Obamas are these, nice friendly people, when actually they're fucking cold-blooded criminals. Number three, he went to Bilderberg in 2008. The mainstream media was like, where's Obama? And Hillary went too, where's Obama? And if you don't know Bilderberg, a basic definition of it, it's like a meeting between 100, about 120 people of the most powerful political people, bankers, whatever in the world, money, wealthy people. They all get together, and it's a very, very secret meeting. I believe it was first done in 1954, and it's been going on yearly ever since. Obama went to it in 2008. Hillary went in 2016. And, was that a coincidence, that he was elected president that year? I think not. He was elected president that year, and I bet they told Hillary, we're going to try to get you in 2016. They did all the black shit with Obama. You're always black, you're racist if you oppose him. And then they're going to do the woman shit with Hillary in 2016. Hopefully, maybe we'll get Rand Paul. I don't agree with him on everything. I think he could still improve, but he's a lot better than the fucking Hillary Clinton who opposes the First and Second Amendment. But yeah, he went to Bilderberg. The mainstream media was like, oh, he's at a secret meeting. I don't know where you went, and he's actually at Bilderberg, a fucking secret meeting, which is illegal for people to go to. It's a violation of the Logan Act for like an elected official to go there. I don't know if it would be illegal for Obama, but I think it would, because he was a fucking in the Congress, I believe, before he was president. So it's illegal for these people to go there, yet to go there. Number four, he supported the Australian gun ban. I heard him talking in an interview how great the Australian gun ban was, how they banned guns totally or whatever, pretty much a total gun ban, I believe, and he's like praising it and shit. And he's like, oh yeah, our crime rates are out. I believe he's like, I don't remember specifically, it was a long time ago. I think he was like, oh, our crime rates are out the chart, when they're not. Or he's like, gun murders are out the chart, whatever. And when they're not. When statistically since 1993, we've had a big increase in guns bought, and violent crime has gone down. Like, violent crime and gun homicides, I believe, have gone down like 50%. So, I mean, we haven't had a big explosion or anything. They're not off the chart, where there's more guns, statistically there's less crime. Like in Chicago, DC, New York, where they banned the guns, the crime is higher. Violent crime is higher. And guns are also there to protect against tyrants like Barack Obama. So yeah. Number 5, the Burkedel Trade. The Burkedel Trade was illegal. I made a whole video on it. One, he helped terrorists, which is against a federal statute. And 2, he didn't notify Congress. I believe it was like a 30-day. He had to notify Congress, just acting like a dictator. Being, again, a criminal. And what do? He does something openly illegal, and nothing happens to him. If I do something illegal, if I go fucking, punch somebody in the face, I would get in trouble. I would go to court, and I would, be given a punishment probably for it if the person decided to press charges. But Obama just breaks the law and gets away with it. Number 6, he sends 3,000 troops to Africa for Ebola. Now, Ebola is something that's pretty dangerous. It might be airborne. I think it is, the way it's spreading so rapidly. And he sends 3,000 troops there. Now, what if they get Ebola and they come back here? It's pretty stupid in my opinion to have fucking, troops go there. What if they get it somehow? What if they contract it? It's stupid, I think, to send troops there for fucking Ebola. Like, what if they get it and bring it here and start spreading? It's fucking, like, something that's pretty dangerous. Number 7, he brings people with Ebola into the U.S. Like these people are flying into Atlanta now. I'm not for rejecting them treatment, but don't treat them in the U.S. Treat them in like the middle of the ocean on a fucking Navy ship. I heard that's what the procedure's supposed to be for somebody who has like a deadly disease like Ebola. Like, what if something goes wrong? Treat them in the middle of the ocean on a fucking ship or something. Don't bring them here. Don't risk everybody in the United States. Don't risk the virus getting out and spreading, because it could be airborne. There was a nice piece I saw, and not a nice one, but an informative one, that Alex Jones' show I was watching on Sunday. They played a clip from Nova, and it talked about how Ebola was transmitted like through the venting system to monkeys, and they had to kill all the monkeys to prevent the disease from getting out. So Ebola has been known to be airborne in the past, and that was in like 1990. So if I had to put money on it, I would say it's airborne by now. Number 8, Ferguson. The Ferguson situation was unbelievable. You had them fucking, yeah, there was some bad people in there, who rioted, took stuff and shit. Alright, get those people, send them to jail, convict them of the crimes. But people who are peacefully protesting, don't fucking, limit their rights. Just because there's a few criminals looting, burning stuff down, does not mean I get to lose my First Amendment and every single one of my rights. They installed a curfew there, which means that's a violation directly of the First Amendment. Just because there's some criminals doesn't mean I lose my rights. They're pointing guns at people. It was ridiculous. It was martial law, violation of the Constitution, and it was complete bullshit. I don't know why I folded up my paper here. I still got 2 reasons to go. I'm just getting pretty worked up here. Number 9, he's a dictator. He acts like a dictator, like his speech with ISIS. What was that? About a week ago? A little bit less than a week ago? Or yeah, about a week ago. I don't know, something like that. He openly said, he pretty much said, this is what I got from it. Congress, I encourage you to support me, but if you don't, we're still going to bomb ISIS. So he acts like a dictator. He even said in his fucking State of the Union, yeah, I'm just going to bypass Congress and rule the country by executive order pretty much if they don't agree with me. So he's like, oh, Congress, you can agree with me, but if you don't, I'm just going to keep going along with what I want. So he's pretty much a fucking dictator, And same thing with the Burkedel Trade. I mean, being a dictator, just doesn't even listen to the laws. Number 10, the border situation. Last one. Say the biggest one for last. The border situation. I've covered this on my channel too. The border's wide open. You know, it's come out in the AP. You know, Obama's let illegal alien families in. The Obama administration has. I mean, the borders are wide open. There's been people like James O'Keefe who've crossed the border in Mexico, across the southern and northern border, and not been caught. And also Joe Biggs from InfoWars crossed the border too, dressed up as an ISIS guy and didn't get caught. You know, it's just, it's so maddening. If you want to have an open border policy, I disagree with that. That's one thing. It's not the law though. The law is we're supposed to lock down our borders and not let illegals come through. And now he's letting all these illegals come through, and it's come out in mainstream news. This is mainstream news that we're just holding them, you know, for a period of like 3 years. I don't know if it's come out in mainstream news, but I remember reading an article in like some mainstream publication that we're holding like 250,000 illegals here, and those illegals are going to get their day in court to determine whether they're a legal citizen in like 3, 4, 5 years. And you think that every one of them is going to go to court, and if they don't go to court, you think we're going to find all those 250,000 people? Yeah, fucking right. And even if they do go to court, and we do determine that they are illegal, they've been here living for 3 years. You know, they're put in facilities, and it's just ridiculous. Obama, you know, I see people, you know, and they're like, oh, you know, people have lied before. You know, he's lied about the wars, lied about Gitmo, lied about a lot of things. I see people saying, "Oh, past presidents have lied." That's what they're getting you to do. You know, if they're you know good, you know, if everybody's good, and then they, you know, if they like go right to being like a fucking dictator, then everybody's gonna go like, "Well, that's a big change." But if they slightly, you know, change, if it's good, and then it just slightly changes to bad, then people don't realize it. You know, but I do, however, see people waking up to fucking Obama. I see a lot of people, you know, even if they're not fully awake, they're at least halfway awake, and they are, you know. I see a lot of people just with libertarian attitudes now, which is great. You know, I see a lot of people, you know, who are just maybe not awake to the fucking all of government corruption, but they're for, you know, just basic rights or libertarian. You know, but I do still see a lot of people who, you know, I know this one guy, you know, in school, he's a good libertarian, hardcore libertarian. You know, he's even pro abortion. You know, he's not pro abort, but pro choice. Nobody's really, you know, it shouldn't be pro abort. It's pro choice. Nobody really is for, but they're for the choice of being, you know, having. And I'm pro life. You know, I'm not for abortion. I'm not for legalizing abortion. But he's pretty much a hardcore libertarian, Ron Paul supporter, and I am too. But he, you know, somebody brought up the 9/11 conspiracy to him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's crazy. He shouldn't be allowed to vote." I'm like, "Oh, you know." So, you know, people aren't fully awake, but at least they're, you know, somewhat awake. And yeah, you know what? Spread the word, people. Show them the mainstream news, which says our allies fund Al Qaeda. Show them the fucking Lieutenant Colonel Schaefer, retired Lieutenant Colonel Schaefer, saying, you know, yeah, you know, over 65% of the moderate rebels we fund are ISIS. You know, show them the mainstream news. Show them the news. Show them everything that shows that we fund these terrorist groups. Show them the ABC News article, the Bloomberg article, that we fund the terrorists. Spread the word, people. That's how, you know, it's one thing to be awake, which is a good thing, but spread the word. Awaken more people to government lies and corruption and global corruption and everything. And that's how, you know, that's how we will succeed. That's how, you know, we will get freedom and liberty, you know, if we spread the word about all, you know, the wrongdoings of society and government. Spread the word. Expose them as criminals. I mean, it's one thing to do your own research and shit, which is great, but take it a step further. Tell other people. Tell family. Tell friends. You know, just hang up. You know, I heard about these people who were protesting. You know, had a petition to impeach Obama at CVS or whatever pharmacy. So spread the word, people. You know, that's all I could really say. Spread the word about Obama and how much of a criminal he is. So there you go, people.